quickly, this is an original Packard dealership. What we're in is the original Packard showroom. A lot of what you see in the museum is original to the building. The light fixtures in here, this sign on the outside of the building. So much of this stuff was just packed up and shoved in the attic when Packard moved out. It was still here when we moved in 1992. So as you're walking through the showroom here, this is, we try to make this look as correct as we can for a 1930s Packard showroom. This car right here is one of 11 that are known to exist. This is a 1930 model 734 boat-tail speedster. They built about 150 speedsters in all body styles, of which 49 were boat tails. And of those 49, 11 are still around. This is one of my personal favorite cars in the collection. In fact, when my wife and I got married, we used this car for our getaway.
Oh. Well, that's kind of good. I hope you don't have to use it again for another getaway.
That car's an awful lot of fun.
Okay.
And speaking of boat tails, it's hard not to bring this one up. That body style is usually called a boat tail, but this particular one, the shop that built it, Fernandez and Derrick, called this their gentleman's tailback speedster. But in this country, everybody refers to that body style as boat tail.
What year is this?
This is a 1936.
Okay.
And what's kind of special about this one is, first of all, it's one of one. Only one of these cars was produced. It was bodied by Fernandez and Darren in Paris. We actually have a couple of other Parisian Darren bodies here that I'll show you. But this is a 36, so it's on the long wheelbase chassis with the V12 engine. I'll show you the engine here. And it's been severely turned up and modified. It's a very quick car. This is probably the second fastest Packard I've ever driven.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, this is a really special car. Fernandez and Darren built some of the most expensive cars in the world. At a time where, in 1936, a base Ford would be $425, $475, something like that. Fernandez and Darren were building cars that were $60,000, $80,000.
Same year.
Yeah, at the same time. So hugely expensive cars. So
What do you think this would be worth today, Dave?
that is a really tough question to answer. A car like this, with the history that this car has attached to it, is really impossible to put a value on without selling it. This is a car that you really just have to put it out there for sale and see what you can get for it. It just depends on who's in the mood and who's in the room and what's going on that day.
Okay. Well, let's go over here real quick to the next one. Busy right now with some customers, but this is their little gift shop that the Packard Museum has, and you can get a couple different things, some nice little... Barnstormer always has good looks and good charm, so that's why I always dress up, and I have to please the crowd and the women and all the people that come around. That's what barnstormers do. We're entertainers. And Dan looks like he's coming back here, so I'm glad you're back, Dan. We can kind of just run through things just as maybe a little quicker, so we don't have like this 2-hour video. You guys know that I'm an airplane nerd, and I talk a lot about airplanes, and that's really about all I know. Have you noticed anything with Dan? He isn't a car nerd. I mean, when he's starting to talk about wheelbasing, 174 inches compared to 175 or 78, I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway, that's Dan. That's why he's the director here. He does all the maintenance, along probably with a couple other people, but he really makes sure all the vehicles are in museum quality and on display. So he takes very good care. Now, if you've seen his Volvo, you may not agree, with what I'm saying. But he is very mechanical, I can tell you that. He can listen to something and tell you what's going on. So anyway, let's run through this stuff. Any way we can get in a couple of these maybe down the road here?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I'm sure I would like to set in one, but let's go ahead and
All right.
kind of run through this real
Just
quick.
very quickly, this car is a 1932 Packard. They call this their Twin Six. This is the V12 engine. See, Packard did an automotive V12 in the teens and early 20s, and then for several years they only built 6 and 8 cylinder automotive engines. And then in 32 they came out with another V12 engine. For 1932 they called it a Twin Six, and then starting in 33 they just called it the Packard 12. This car was owned by Gar Wood, who was at this time actually he held more patents than any other individual in the world. He was a very successful designer, engineer, entrepreneur, racing boat designer and pilot, held several speed records on land and on water. Really an interesting, neat guy. This is a Murphy body car. The body was done by Walter M. Murphy in Pasadena, California. They built 2 in this body style. The other one was destroyed in the early 40s. So this is the only 1932 Packard Twin Six with this Murphy convertible sedan with the disappearing cowl that exists.
Can we look inside over here?
Well, don't open those doors.
We won't.
You see, what happens is this is an older restoration.
You don't have to explain it. Come on over here. Let's take a look inside here. And you don't have to explain it to me, but I understand. We're not going to open any doors.
Well, we can open doors on just about everything else, but on this one, they're pinched a little bit in the front. So we don't want to risk chipping paint.
Look how beautiful this is. It's very well maintained. Then we can come over here and take a look at this one. This is probably same year.
This pair of cars is kind of interesting. They're both 1934 Packard Model 1104s. This one was used quite extensively by the Navy. Admiral Nimitz liked to use this car as a parade vehicle. The one beside it is again a 1934 Model 1104, but the car beside it is totally unrestored. That's original paint, original interior, original everything. So it's really fun for us to put an unrestored and a freshly restored car side by side like this. A couple of things that are a little bit interesting about this car is, first of all, the paint color is called Arello. They only use this paint color on their show cars. This car was built for the New York Auto Show for 1934. You see, as you can see in the rear here, this is what's called a sport phase. The rear seat passengers, unclasp this here. Zooey, if you could just flip there's a little latch right here.
Okay.
You just flip that latch open. This just lifts up, and you can get into the rear seat that way. And then that rear cowl drops down, windshield flips up, and you don't have any wind on you.
So this is a 4-door open convertible. Yeah. Man, this is very impressive.
Yeah, this is a great car. We've had a lot of fun with this.
Okay. Man, the cylinders are still working and everything. I'm sure you guys had to rebuild them eventually.
Well, those aren't hydraulic. Those have springs in them.
Oh, okay. Wow.
As you can see, that's original leather interior that we just threw some shower curtain over to keep it from getting any worse.
Okay.
But it's a great running and driving car.
So what is this package called with the trunk on the back?
That's just a trunk.
Is this the trunk? Check out that.
Yeah, and there would be fitted luggage that you can slide into that trunk.
Okay.
You'll see many of the cars have the rack for a rear mount trunk that's simply flipped out of the way. Little stanchions down here to support it.
Okay.